What if the moon turned into a giant mirror? No, not metaphorically. Not a poetic mirror reflecting humanity's soul or whatever. We mean literally. What if, one night, you looked up and instead of the pale, cratered moon, you saw a giant, shiny disk, perfectly smooth, reflecting a high-resolution image of Earth, like space's biggest selfie? What happens next? Spoiler: a lot of confusion, ecological chaos, and one unfortunate cow. Let's break it down. First, the basics. The real moon reflects about 12% of the sunlight that hits it. That's called its albedo, and it's about as reflective as old asphalt. That's why moonlight is gentle, silvery, and only occasionally romantic. Now imagine the moon turns into a perfect mirror, like the kind you check your teeth in at a gas station restroom, except 3,400 kilometers wide and orbiting at 384,000 kilometers from Earth. Suddenly, it's reflecting nearly 100% of the sun's light straight back at us. At night, so what used to be a soft moonlit sky becomes, it would be bright. Painfully bright. Let's assume, for maximum fun, that the moon remains in the same orbit, same mass, same size. Just now it's made of polished, reflective lunar glass or alien chrome. Pick your sci-fi poison. This new moon acts as a convex spherical mirror, slightly bulging outward. In optics, a convex mirror reflects light outwards and makes things look smaller but wider, like the mirror in a gas station that makes you look like a panicked egg. So, instead of seeing a tiny dot of the sun reflected, we'd see a wide-angle reflection of Earth floating in the sky. Weather systems, cities, ocean currents. Yes, Earth would now appear in the moon. Earthception. Depending on your location, you'd either see the full Earth or a lopsided, fisheye distortion of the opposite hemisphere. The moon becomes a 384,000-kilometer wide webcam. Great for meteorologists, terrible for privacy. But here's where it gets spicy. If the surface isn't perfectly convex and smooth, it might focus sunlight. And when mirrors focus sunlight, things catch on fire. Let's run the numbers. A full moon reflects around 0.25 lux on Earth, barely enough to read by. A perfect mirror, moon reflecting full sunlight, could blast Earth with hundreds of lux, enough to cast sharp shadows and confuse every single animal. If it accidentally focuses light like a concave mirror, we're looking at kilowatts per square meter, meaning you could theoretically cook bacon on a clear night. Nocturnal animals, gone. Astronomers, weeping. Vampires, well done, now tides. The moon's gravity pulls on Earth's oceans, causing tides. So does the sun, but the moon's closer, so it has more influence. If we keep the mirror moon's mass the same, then tidal forces remain mostly normal. You'll still have beach days. But if the mirror moon is hollow, say to make it a giant concave bathroom fixture, its mass drops. A lighter moon means weaker tides. We'd lose many coastal ecosystems. Coral reefs would suffer. Sea turtles would show up late. And jellyfish would drift around like lost conference attendees. Let's talk about the view. From Earth, every night, you now see Earth. A distorted, fisheye, slightly too honest reflection of your planet. You can spot continents, hurricanes, wildfires, even mass power outages. Everyone becomes their own meteorologist. TV ratings for the Weather Channel dropped to 0, but also People might start watching themselves. Like, really watching. You'd see your hemisphere glowing at night. Cities pulsing like neurons. Thunderstorms flashing over the ocean. Some nights you might see war zones, or rainforest fires, or Coachella. It could inspire global unity or global anxiety. Depends on whether you're looking up with awe or a telescope and popcorn. The moon's been part of human culture for millennia. It's inspired poetry, romance, and werewolves. But now, the man in the moon has been replaced by your house. Lunar eclipses now look like Earth blinking. Mid-autumn festivals turn into mirror selfie night, and werewolves? Confused, stylish, existential. Entire religions might form around the Earth-Moon reflection, claiming it's a divine mirror. Philosophers would debate whether reality is real or just being played on sky television. Also, someone, somewhere, would absolutely try to throw a rock at it. Probably Florida. So, what if the moon turned into a giant mirror? We'd get nights brighter than cloudy days. Mass confusion among animals, astronomers, and lycanthropes. A chance to see ourselves, quite literally, from a distance. And probably a bunch of overexposed selfies. Would we be better as a species if we had to look at ourselves every night? Maybe. Or maybe we'd just invent lunar sunglasses and go right back to doom scrolling. What if the moon turned into a giant mirror? Brought to you by science, sarcasm, and serious optical confusion.